March the 8th, 2026, pound 1206 series. In fact, we'll make it pound 1207. My name is Keith Brent, Duncan.org. Greatest summary, called Sermon on the Mount Beatitudes, is also right here. I'm 100% victimized by the Antichrist, Robert D. Rose, who tried to recruit me to become a cybercrime terrorist. Not only do I have a Forsyth County judgment on him, 08SC1345, I spent years doing background research and turning him over to the police, the FBI, the Attorney General, CIA, Homeland Security, basically every government in the world. So the governments and the corporations owe me public apologies, and they will buy, called the greatest sell-off, buyout of all my technology, which is God's keys to the universe. It involves every single solution in the world. I'm a key member of the chancel choir. In fact, I'm actually a pastor, I'm a clergy. And I always look to see if the hawk is on the top, and apparently he's not today. Current church is Oak Grove United Methodist Church. We'll do a little offset here so we can do some add-ons later on. But the whole focus is Evote.one, real-time direct democracy. PeaceSummit2020.com is town hall forums, where we tell the world leaders the next project. If they don't sign peace treaties and trade agreements and show up under our command authority, we replace them. That's called exiling. It's called isolation, because criminals continuously get worse. That's why I wrote World War IV, the number 4.org, and all the other solutions, all centered at godsconstitution.com, which is only 22 pages long, that deals with Evote.one, 11 commandments, Human Bill of Rights. There's only 19 line items that cover the entire world, and peace treaties, trade agreements. You got it? 4 articles. Includes dueprocesslaw.org, which means if anyone accuses you of a crime, you have 10 days to countersue, or the case goes away. You have the right to see every bit of evidence to see there was nothing I did wrong. In fact, I did everything right my whole life. I've never sinned, viced, or crime besides stealing a pack of M&Ms when I was 11 years old, shoplifting. And yet the whole world has condemned, they've condoned being complacent. Nobody takes action. As you can tell, I'm doing everything off the top of my head, which is from my brain. 5steps.life is how to welcome everyone into the New World Society of Unocracy.org. The will of the people decide the next project. If your community makes a bad decision, you suffer. You make a great decision by building infrastructure and actually helping each other, creating small businesses. So we're going to run the whole world with everyone becoming their own product provider services. It's called OEMs. Reduces service industry to basically zero, gets rid of all the governments. It replaces every known form of government and corporate world. The model is unocracy.org is society, one community, and fortune1.org are the overseers that gift 100% back to we the people to build infrastructure. We are the ultimate whistleblowers, guardian angels, theologians. We have done everything in the world to get DuncanClaim.org signed and to get back on national news, including we even met Monica Kaufman on Wednesday night down at Atlantic Station when she was doing a broadcast over 85, 75, which we have a solution for that too. So where do you go? You take action by protecting my life today. Provide me safe haven passage, $500 million, you can take a percentage of that, recovered from DuncanClaim.org because I'm losing $10,000 per day. Originally that was bidonkeith.com. I'm the world's most prolific, greatest guardian angel, inventor, procreator, frontliner, humanitarian, Prince of Peace. Put me in front of every single world leader, and my group, myself included, will host, mediate peace treaties and trade agreements so no more wars can ever be waged. and we will literally de-weaponize the entire world so no one has the capacity, profit, motive, opportunity, which is criminology, to wage war. They can't steal anything when they use unocracybank.org, which is solutionbankfraud.com. This really goes back to World Trade Federation, WTF1.org. We're holding our MacBook right now, so there's a little bit wiggle here. We could put it up here so we could get a clean shot. But the whole system is your system. Turnofflights.com reverses climate change. Solutionhousing.org eliminates all the homeless problems, and the destitute and the abused people now have a safe place to have a base of operation, and they pay as they go. Reinvestall.com is only local banks, again, unocracybank.org, and only privately held companies, which means no more publicly traded anything. That way no one can manipulate the pieces of paper, called paper chasers, and commit crimes and walk, because victims are always killed, called depopulation. Victims are always discredited, like Robert D. Rose tried to do to me, claiming it was a business dispute. He claimed I was threatening to kill and harm his children, his family, because he refused to pay back $109,000. Forsyth County Judgment 08 SC13145. And I did file an IRS whistleblower, February 2009 658. It's worth $8 million. But the big one is the sell-off of all my technology to be embedded, so we finally get rid of the publicly holding trading companies, and there will no longer ever be a black web, dark web, underground criminal enterprise that always profits by money laundering. See, if there's no exchange of assets, your assets, to the criminals, they have nothing to money launder, and they're poor, they're destitute. We'll give them red cups and they can beg on the street because everyone's going to know who they are. Automatic face recognition. FOIA.ONE stands for Freedom Open Information Action.1. Combined with Evote.one solves the whole world problems. Transition period. Everyone will be madder than hell when the shareholders, called profitshareholders.com, take away stock options, corporate bonuses, perks, secret deals, offshore banking, Swiss bank accounts. It's all based upon luciferagenda.org. All the other systems are perfected. There's 25 solutions.orgs and .coms for you to accept and use. The first priority, as of Sunday, March the 8th, again, is to protect my life, providing me safe haven passage. I need a place to stay. I'm currently homeless for the last 2 weeks because Bella Farkas filed a 5th TPO. You see, the whole case was 4 TPOs filed by Sherry Duncan first, then it was Miss Bashama, then it was Robert Rose, then it was Douglas Duncan, and now Bella Farkas. Those 5 TPOs are worth not only $500 million, they're worth court time for everybody involved, because nobody would show the TPO, and they wouldn't show the Marietta Police Department report. 1.11.2506, he said they went back and changed all the court documents because they wanted not only myself dead, solutiondrugs.org.com, they wanted you dead. So they could reign supreme as the sole survivors with just a few people left over to be their slaves, which is exactly what the Egyptians did, the pharaohs, 6,600 years ago. The numbers all line up. Provide me immediate $1,000 per day, including from Tom Hegg, who's one of the rare people that I literally paid $8,000, in fact, much more, and he never returned a single dollar. He's got 3 of my icstand.orgs, phonecradles.org, and of course, it's always about somebody else's problem. Every problem in the world is your problem, which means you have a moral obligation to find out who caused that problem as a group level, solve it, and that means cleaning up your own brain, called getting smarter. Increase your IQ, and that's with 5steps.life. Brief, to the point. Got to figure out where I'm going to go on street ministry today. I got a bag of grapefruits from Randy from the choir to hand out, but the main thing is the distribution of Gods Constitution.com, we'll finally get my team and multi-billionaires to actually sit down and decide how we're going to redistribute God's stolen wealth back to you, we, God's chosen children. All 8.3 billion people. The clock's ticking. Take action by calling me directly. My phone numbers are all over the internet, and all my videos are on the channel @ Keith, Brent, Duncan, Unocracy. Keith, Brent, Duncan, Unocracy. You'll find everything going on. And I do need to find a wife. I have findkeithawife.org, which is also my credentials.